Welcome to 8 Unedited Minutes, brought to you by Nimble.com. My name is Mark Carter, and I created this interview format so you can get actionable advice from experienced experts in a short amount of time. I'm excited to partner with Nimble on this project. The founder is the man who pioneered CRM, and his passion is built into the software. They help people grow better, smarter, faster in their careers. And during our interview today with Brynne Tillman, a social selling expert with a decade of experience helping sales professionals get results, you're going to learn how to create more meaningful relationships with the right people at the right time to grow your business faster. Enjoy the interview. Hello, we're here with 8 Unedited Minutes with Brynne Tillman, lifelong salesperson and sales trainer gone social, brought to you by Nimble.com. Thank you so much for being here, Brynne.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
After our last conversation, I would love to start out with, especially a lifelong salesperson and sales trainer gone social. Gone social, it kind of implies there's a gap there between the offline sales and business world and the online world. Tell me, how did you discover that gap?
So it's interesting because there is a gap, but it's actually very, very narrow. Online social, there's a person at the end of the other side of your texting, at the other side of your messaging, right? It's very similar to offline. When you're networking, it's conversations. So for example, the gap is if I'm in person and I walk into a networking meeting with a whole bunch of cards and I just go around, hi, I'm Brynne, hi, I'm Brynne, hi, I'm Brynne, handing out my cards and walking away and never having a conversation, that's kind of ineffective. It's totally, right? It's the same thing online. If you start just connecting with all these people and never having a conversation, it's ineffective. But the gap is that they think it's different, that they think just connecting with as many people as possible possibly is good, or the reverse is I'm only going to connect with the people I know and no one else. So that's like walking into a networking room, seeing your best friend in the corner, making a beeline for them, talking the entire time and never meeting anyone else in the networking room. What was the point there?
So what do you do instead?
Yeah, so treat these people like people. The other piece is when you connect, don't pitch. If you walked into someone and met them in a networking meeting, hi, I'm Brynne Tillman, and by the way, I want to tell you all these great things are on LinkedIn and LinkedIn training and LinkedIn consulting, and do you have any interest? You would totally put off every single person in the room. So why do you think you wouldn't do that on LinkedIn or in social selling, right? Still the same person on the other side. So what do? You start conversations. You learn about their needs. You look at what they care about. Simple things like, I noticed you're following Jack Welch. I saw this quote that he said last week. I thought you might find it interesting. Be relevant around things that they care about. Maybe like and comment and start communicating around an article they shared. But
when you say they, and I think this is important because there's so many people anyone could connect to, how do you pick, for making business, rubber meet the road, how do you know who to talk to and who to start talking to grow your business so you're not just playing around being popular online?
Great question. So again, that's a very narrow gap. Who in that networking room would you want to have a conversation with? If someone said, hey, John Ferrara is over in that corner, do you want to have a conversation? You're like, yeah, right. So if he connects with you on LinkedIn, you want to have a conversation. So who do you pick? It's kind of the people that you go, yeah, I want to talk to them. So you definitely want to look at their profile, find out about them, see if there are some synergies. And actually, I have 2 welcome messages every time someone connects with me on LinkedIn. One is when I have a phone call and I think it's appropriate, and one is to just share some insights that will be valuable to them even if they never talk to me again.
I think that's important. How did you come across that? Because so many times on, let's just say LinkedIn or any social platform, especially LinkedIn, there's that connection, and if it's not, we met at, Brynne, you and I met at this event, we talked about doing business together, and there's somewhat random ones. How did you discover that? Because so often they're just like, accept, and it's off into a black hole that you might never hear again. How did you discover to actually reach out?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest sin on LinkedIn is to connect and forget. It's such a shame, right? We do this, by the way, this is something we do in real life too. I mean, everyone listening, watching, has a huge pile, if not piles of business cards with rubber bands wrapped around them, stuck in a corner with no follow-up. So as business owners, as sales professionals, one of our biggest issues is not following up with the right people at the right time. Like, we just keep gathering, and then we'll latch on to a few and hope they stick, right?